Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We're going to explore ways to optimize SharePoint usability and governance. The title of our presentation is Optimizing SharePoint Usability and Governance, with a focus on strategies to enhance collaboration, navigation, and document management. Over the next few slides, we'll cover best practices, tips, and insights to help you make the most of your SharePoint environment. Let's get started. Welcome to this section where we discuss the challenge of SharePoint usability. As we look at optimizing SharePoint, it's clear that addressing these challenges requires careful planning and continuous management. The goal is to keep SharePoint useful and efficient without turning into a full-time librarian trying to organize everything. Now, let's talk about solutions for usability. Often, organizations face issues like convoluted permissions, which can make access confusing, inconsistent governance that leads to chaos, and cluttered site structures that hinder productivity. These factors can create frustration for users and slow down workflows. When we consider common issues, it's evident that SharePoint's complexity is a big part of the problem. Many organizations struggle to maintain performance levels and ensure users are satisfied because of these usability challenges. But despite these hurdles, SharePoint remains a powerful platform. It's designed to boost collaboration and streamline document management across teams and departments. The key is understanding these potential pitfalls and working proactively to overcome them, so we can unlock SharePoint's full potential for our organization. Let's talk about our plan for usability, starting with defining the site purpose and establishing naming standards. First, it's crucial to clearly define the purpose of your SharePoint site before you start building. This helps prevent clutter and confusion down the line. When everyone understands the goals, the content naturally stays organized and the user experience becomes more intuitive. Now, to support that, we need clear and standardized names for sites, libraries, and files. Using consistent naming conventions reduces duplication and makes it much easier for users to find what they need quickly. Think of it this way: standardized names really boost overall usability and make navigation smoother. Implementing these naming standards isn't just about aesthetics. It directly improves how users search and move through the site. So, always remember to define your site's purpose and goals up front. This guides how you organize content and sets clear user expectations, making the entire experience much more intuitive. By doing so, we create a SharePoint environment that's efficient, user-friendly, and aligned with our overall governance strategy. Let's talk about establishing content policies for better governance. When we focus on optimizing SharePoint usability and governance, one of the key aspects is effective access management. This means controlling who can view or modify content, which is crucial for protecting sensitive information and preventing unauthorized changes. It's also important to regularly review and update our policies. As organizations evolve, so do our needs and compliance requirements. Keeping our policies current helps us stay aligned with organizational changes and ensures ongoing compliance. Another vital piece is organizing our sites systematically. Using a central workspace directory allows us to categorize and manage our content efficiently, making it easier to find and govern. Additionally, developing a policy on policies helps us create a centralized set of guidelines that everyone can follow. This consistency is essential for ensuring that all sites adhere to the same standards and best practices. Finally, having clear content policies is fundamental. They help maintain order, security, and clarity across our SharePoint environment, supporting a well-governed and secure digital workspace. Now, let's talk about optimizing SharePoint for better usability and governance. One of the key strategies is using tags, version control, and clear naming conventions. These practices really help streamline how we manage documents. For instance, applying consistent naming conventions for libraries and files makes it much easier to find what you're looking for and reduces confusion or duplicates. Next, always using version control is crucial. It allows us to track changes, protect the integrity of our documents, and quickly revert to previous versions if needed. This keeps our content reliable and secure. Another important point is replacing traditional folder structures with metadata tags. Instead of rigid folders, tags give us the flexibility to organize documents in multiple ways and enhance searchability. With tags, documents can be categorized in various manners without creating duplicates, making it easier for everyone to find what they need. All these practices connect back to our overall goal, making SharePoint more efficient, organized, and user-friendly for everyone. Let's talk about how to optimize your document libraries with balanced columns. When you select columns thoughtfully, it really supports faster filtering, sorting, and searching. This makes managing your documents much more efficient overall. But here's something important to keep in mind. Avoid adding too many columns. While it might seem helpful, too many can actually slow down performance and make the interface confusing for users. So, balance is key. By using a well-considered number of columns, you improve the usability of your library. This means views become simpler and clutter is reduced, making it easier for everyone to find what they need quickly. Effective categorization plays a big role here. Focus on selecting only the most important metadata columns. This way, you categorize your documents effectively without overwhelming your users with unnecessary details. In essence, a balanced approach to columns enhances both usability and performance, helping your team work more smoothly with SharePoint. Let's talk about making your site easy to navigate through effective structure and navigation. One key point is to use user-focused labels and to conduct usability testing. This helps ensure that your navigation feels intuitive and truly meets the needs of your users. When users find what they need easily, their experience improves significantly. Next, it's important to implement different layers of navigation, such as global, hub, and local navigation. This layered approach provides clear pathways for users at various levels, making it easier for them to find related content without getting lost. Speaking of hubs, leveraging hub sites is a great way to link related sites together. This creates a cohesive network, simplifying both navigation and administration. It keeps everything connected and easy to manage. Lastly, adopting a flat site design is highly beneficial. By minimizing deep hierarchies, you make content much easier to find and maintain. A flatter structure reduces the number of clicks needed to reach important information and enhances overall usability. All these strategies tie back to our goal of creating a user-friendly, well-organized SharePoint environment that supports productivity and ease of use. Now, let's look at how leveraging hub sites can really enhance both governance and site management. When we use hub sites effectively, it helps us scale our governance processes, making it easier to oversee numerous related sites without getting overwhelmed. It also simplifies site management because changes can be applied centrally, saving us time and reducing inconsistencies. One of the key benefits here is improved site cohesiveness. By connecting related sites through a hub, users can navigate more seamlessly, moving between content without confusion or frustration. This creates a more unified experience across our intranet or SharePoint environment. Centralized management of navigation and branding is another powerful aspect. When we update the hub's navigation menu or branding elements, those changes automatically flow through to all associated sites. This not only saves time, but also ensures a consistent look and feel for our users. Finally, hub sites provide a common navigation structure, branding, and scoped search. This consistency helps users find what they need more quickly and confidently, knowing they're in the right context. Altogether, these practices contribute to a more efficient, user-friendly, and well-governed SharePoint environment. When it comes to designing our landing pages, simplicity and engagement are key. A clear, goal-oriented layout encourages users to come back often, which naturally boosts overall site adoption. It's important to keep branding consistent across these pages because that reinforces our organizational identity and builds trust with our users. We should also apply modern design principles, balancing aesthetics with functionality, to create a visually appealing experience that's easy to navigate. Highlighting important news, resources, and quick access tools prominently helps guide users efficiently to what they need. Ultimately, the goal is to create landing pages that are not only attractive, but also focused on key objectives. This approach will significantly increase user engagement and make the SharePoint experience more effective and enjoyable for everyone. Let's talk about simplifying permissions by granting the least privilege necessary. When we keep permissions streamlined, it not only reduces the administrative burden, but also helps safeguard our organizational data. It's all about making permissions manageable and secure. One of the key benefits here is that simplified permissions make it easier to review and update access regularly. Conducting these permission reviews allows us to remove unnecessary access, ensuring that only the right people have the right level of access at any given time. It's also important to avoid common pitfalls, such as using the anyone with the link setting. This can unintentionally expose sensitive content to a wider audience, which is something we definitely want to avoid. Another risk to watch out for is overly broad permissions. Giving too much access can increase security vulnerabilities and make site management more complex. It's a balancing act, protecting data without hindering productivity. That brings us to the core principle of least privilege, giving users only the access they need to perform their tasks. This approach minimizes risks and helps us maintain a secure, well-managed SharePoint environment. It's about being thoughtful and precise with permissions to keep everything safe and efficient.